rejection is protection. So that thing of like when things don't go the way that we think they should, or we've been clinging on for a long time, and that gets rejected or taken away from us, that's protecting us for a reason. It's something else going on there. And it's hard when that happens as well, you know. And I think that trusting our intuition isn't always easy, and our intuition doesn't always tell us what we want to hear. Like, it sometimes tells us things that we're like, oh, you know, I don't want to, you know, like it's telling us like that someone, it's like if you're dating and you've just started dating someone, and on paper, you know, they tick so many boxes, but your intuition's just like, no. And you're like, no, just resist it. Just stay a little while longer. And something works out or doesn't work out further down the line. And you're like, that's why my intuition was saying that. And I think that also that's okay, you know, to ignore our intuition. And it doesn't mean that if we keep ignoring it, it's going to block and it's just going to be like, F you, I'm not coming back. Like, you've ignored me so many times, like, I'm done with you. Like, that's not how it works. Our intuition is like, it's part of us, it's always there, but we just need to kind of open up that door. And sometimes we need to ignore it. We need to ignore it to have that experience and feel the pain of following that path and having a new awareness of what happens when we ignore our intuition, so that next time that pain that we felt, it stops us. We're at that crossroads again, or in a similar situation, or same but different, and you're like, right, this is where I could go, because this is the way that I usually go, and this is the way that I've gone before, but oh yeah, last time I went down that path and my intuition, I felt like this is how it worked out, and I don't want to go down there. And it just helps you see that you've got another option, you've got another path that you can go down. And that's when the magic happens. You know, that is when the magic happens, when we start to break these patterns and start doing things differently. And that's how our intuition works. And that's healing, you know, that's where the transformation comes in. And that's how we learn as well. I really want to be really clear on being intuitive doesn't mean that you get it right all the time. You know, like I said, sometimes we're human, so there are going to be times where we don't want it to be true, or we just got to try. We've just got to put our fingers in the fire to get burnt, to just try, so we know, you know. Because also I think that we need to do that so that we can move forward without that looking back over our shoulder with that, oh, like, what if, you know, what if? Like, sometimes we need to have that knowing of, I've tried, or I did that and I know for sure that didn't work out, or this is how that plays out, so I'm happy to move on. You know, it's a bit like, again, I don't know why I'm talking about relationships, but using them as examples, like with relationships sometimes, and I think I have this come up when I do tarot readings for people that have been in a relationship for a long time and they've held on to it, and the relationship has ended, and they're like, I should have left sooner. Why didn't I leave? I knew, however, like a year ago, 2 years ago, sometimes longer than that. Why didn't I leave sooner? But if they'd have tried to leave sooner, maybe you just never know, do you? But if they'd have maybe gone back sooner, or left sooner even, then they might have gone back